Good morning dear students, this is Rupesh and I am a faculty of Mount Literacy School Jhansi. I am going to teach you polynomials today, okay? So polynomials. Now basic of the polynomials, that what are polynomials, what are monomials, binomial, trinomial, tetranomial, pentanomials and all, you have studied in class 9th, right? So you just have to recall those things from class 9th book if you have not revised it. And in 10th class we have to understand what are the zeros of the polynomial. So generally we already know what are the zeros of the polynomial because we have studied in the previous class also, but again since it's in a revised and new syllabus that we have to know what are the zeros of the polynomial. So I'm going to explain you what are the zeros of the polynomial. Suppose there is a polynomial, say 2x plus 5. So suppose this is a polynomial and I am marking it as f of x. So f of x is a polynomial, say it is 2x plus 5, right? Now we have to find out the zero of the polynomial. So let us first understand the meaning. What is the meaning of zeros of the polynomial? What is the meaning of zero of a polynomial? So let me make it clear that zero of the polynomial is the value of x. If suppose the polynomial is in x, here the polynomial is in x, f of x, that is polynomial is in x, here the variable is x. So the value of that variable for which the polynomial becomes 0, means the value of x for which the polynomial becomes 0 is called as the zero of the polynomial. That means if the polynomial, say f of x is what, that is 2x plus 5, so value of x for which the polynomial becomes 0 is called as the zero of the polynomial. I mean the value of x which you are going to substitute in this polynomial and the value of this total polynomial becomes 0, right? So here what will be the value of the polynomials, that so that the polynomial becomes value of x for which the polynomial becomes 0. That is what you have to do. You have to keep this 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now you will get x is equal to minus 5 upon 2. So x is equal to minus 5 by 2. When x is equal to minus 5 by 2, this polynomial is becoming equal to 0. So this will be the zero of the polynomial. Now let's check it if it is the zero of the polynomial or not. Of course it will be f of minus 5 by 2. Find out the f of minus 5 by 2. It will be 2 into minus 5 by 2 plus 5. Now let's check it out. This will be minus 5 plus 5 and it's becoming equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 5 by 2 is the zero of the polynomial. So this is the zero of the polynomial. So zero of the polynomial is the value of x, for which the polynomial becomes 0. Is it clear? So this is how you have to find out the zero of the polynomial. This is basically the meaning of the zero of the polynomial. Now let me make it very clear. If suppose the polynomial is a linear polynomial, say it was a linear polynomial. Now if suppose it is like x plus 5, it is what? It is a linear polynomial. You know what is a linear polynomial? That the polynomial which is having degree equal to 1 is a linear polynomial. If you don't know what are the linear polynomials, just go and revise from class 9th book, right? Because this has already been taught to you in class 9th, right? So if suppose you have a linear polynomial, then how many zeros are you going to get for this polynomial? Now if you have a linear polynomial, the number of zeros which you are going to get is 1. For linear polynomial, the number of zeros, possible zeros, is 1, right? And if you have a polynomial, say a quadratic polynomial, say like anything like 2x square plus 5x plus 6 or whatsoever it is, right? For this there will be 2 zeros possible. Since it's a quadratic polynomial, so there will be 2 zeros. If it is a cubic polynomial, then the zeros, because the degree is 3, for cubic the degree is 3. So here you are going to get possibly 3 zeros. So that depends on the degree of the polynomial. If you have a linear polynomial, the number of zeros possible is 1. If you have a quadratic polynomial, the number of zeros is 2. If you have a cubic polynomial, then the number of zeros is 3. If you have a biquadratic or quadratic polynomial, then the number of zeros will be 4 and so on. So if you have a polynomial of n degree, if you have a polynomial of degree n, then you are going to get n number of zeros. Is it clear? 1 degree, 1 zero, 2 degree, 2 zeros, 3 degree, 3 zeros, 4 degree, 4 zeros, 5 degree, 5 zeros, and n degree, n zeros. That depends on the degree of the polynomials. So you got how to solve a polynomial having find out the zeros of the polynomial with degree 1. Is it clear? I hope this much is clear to you. So now let us take a quadratic polynomial and let us find out the zeros of that quadratic polynomial. Now if suppose there is a quadratic polynomial, say x square plus 5x plus 6. Now what we have, that is x square plus 5x plus 6, and we have to find out the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. So it's very simple to find out the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. That is, let's first recall again that what is the meaning of the zeros of the polynomial. Zeros of the polynomials means that the value of x for which the polynomial will become 0. So we have to find out the value of x for which the polynomial becomes 0. So let us write it, x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now we can use the method to solve this. Now this has become a quadratic equation. Now we can use any of the method to solve this quadratic equation. I am using the split in the middle term method because this is a very easy one. So I am using the split in the middle term method. Now let us find out two numbers whose product is 6 and the summation is 5. So 3 2s are 6 we have, and the summation of 3 plus 2 is 5. So it will be x square plus 3x plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. Right, now let's take x as common from here. So it will be x plus 3, and let's take 2 common from here, then it will be x plus 3, and that's equal to 0. Now x plus 3 is common, and here it is x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now x plus 3, either x plus 3 will be equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So we have x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to minus 2. So now you have two zeros of the polynomial, that is x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to minus 2. So these are the two zeros of the polynomial. Is it clear? So one of the 0 is minus 3 and the other 0 is minus 2. So have you seen that then in quadratic equation the number of zeros which are possible are 2, and in previously when we have solved that 2x plus 5, this polynomial we have found out the zeros of this polynomial, that is 2x plus 5, then the 0 was only 1, that the 0 was only 1, there was only 1 0 when you have solved a linear equation, linear polynomial. And for here when we have a quadratic polynomial, the number of zeros are 2, and if you will take a cubic polynomial, then the number of zeros will be 3. You can try it. And if you will take a biquadratic polynomial, then the number of zeros will be 4. So that depends on the degree of the polynomial, that how many zeros it's going to have. So you know, now I hope all of you now know the meaning of the zeros of the polynomial and how to find out the zeros of the polynomial. Simply you just have to keep the polynomial equal to 0, and then you have to solve for the x. Then you have to solve for x and you will get all the zeros possible. Is it clear? That's a new syllabus till quadratic polynomial. That is in new syllabus because the syllabus had been reduced now. So I hope this lecture was clear enough, and now you know the meaning of zeros of the polynomials. And in my next video lecture, I'll be bringing you the relation between the zeros of the polynomial of a quadratic equation, and I'll tell you how to derive it and how to solve it and what is the meaning of that. So in my next video lecture, we are going to complete this chapter. Okay, and then we will be doing the sums related to this one. Is it clear? I hope you people are healthy. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay at home. Bye bye till then.